Hands at it again, back with a new chapter. Subscribe and let's continue. You are feeling unloved because you don't actually love yourself. You're feeling unloved not because they don't love you, but because you don't love yourself. Because you don't know where you come from. You don't accept who you are. You don't accept your own self. You know what I mean? You don't know your values. You don't know your standards. You actually don't appreciate yourself. You're not in love with yourself. No one is going to love you, yet you don't even love yourself. If you look out in the mirror, stand out and ask yourself, what are my mistakes? What are my vulnerable futures? What makes me vulnerable? What makes me weak? Why do I feel unloved? This is because you're insecure of your own self. Now, when you stand out and start appreciating who you are, start accepting and embracing your mistakes. You have to know that I am vulnerable in this. I have a problem like of this. I sometimes do this. I sometimes complain too much. I'm sometimes very jealousy. I'm sometimes very quarrelsome. Understand your insecurities. Understand your vulnerabilities. And learn to embrace them. And accept that is who you are. You made mistakes like everybody makes mistakes. And if it's about your own entire body that you don't feel loved because of the way you grew, it wasn't your fault. You didn't have a choice. If someone came out there and said everybody has a choice on how they should be created, maybe we would be blaming you. But you don't have a choice. And that is how you are. Accept your entire self. Before anyone accepts you, before anyone appreciates you, you have to appreciate yourself. You have to fall in love with yourself. And once you do that, I am telling you the truth, no one else is going to come out and say, you're all this, or you're this, or you're this. No one. Because you know who you are. And you stand by your fact. But once you don't know where you stand, you don't know where you come from, you don't know your standard, you don't know your vulnerabilities. Now, if you know something that is weak about you, you know your weakness. Even if someone came out from there and said, you are like this, you are bad at this, you will say, yes, I know, but I'm trying to work on it. I know this is my problem, this is my weakness, but I'm trying to work upon it. You will not fall down, you will not shrink, you will not feel very, very sad because someone told you about your weakness. You will tell them that you know about it. And you actually love the fact that you're like that. But if it's bad, then you will tell them, I'm trying to work upon it. If it's about the way God created you, tell them you're aware, but you have no option. Ask them if you really have a choice. You did not create yourself, and everybody is created in the image of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. Be proud of yourself. Stand with the strength that I am who I am. Yes, I have mistakes. I have vulnerabilities about myself. I have things I have done in the past, but those don't define me. They don't make me who I am. And I'm very grateful that I was able to overcome all those mistakes, all things that I made in the past. Stand out. Be proud of yourself. And once you be like that, you will never feel unloved. You will never surely feel unloved. Now, if you're in a relationship and you feel like your partner is not actually loving you the way you want them to love you, or you're not feeling appreciated of the things you do and the too much effort that you're putting in, or you feel like you're scared and insecure about your past, and you feel like you shouldn't tell this person about what you've gone through or about your weaknesses, because you feel like if you dare tell them about it, they could leave you or get out of the relationship. Now, this is something I'm going to tell you today that you must learn. When you get a partner and that person has no space to take in or sink in your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, that person isn't right for you. Put them on the side and get back on the road. Search. Because anyone who doesn't have space for who you are, to accept you the way you are, is never the right person for you. If you want to believe me, try it out and see. Now, a person who doesn't believe or take in what you are is always going to put you down and discourage you to go forward. They will always use your past or your mistakes against you. And that is putting your dignity and your beauty down. So try out. Talk to this partner of yours about your weaknesses. If it's a weakness or a mistake that you made in the past, disclose these issues to this partner of yours. Tell that partner what you've been through. Explain the whole story. And if they're not able to cuddle you and comfort you and tell you sorry and try to make it better or try to improve on yourself, and then they just come out and judge you and condemn you for what you did in the past, I don't think they're right for you. Think about it. Think about it. It means you're gonna be in that relationship. You will keep feeling very embarrassed, very unworthy, very dirty and uncouth, and you will never ever appreciate who you are. Your candles will never light. They'll always be dim. You will never stand out to reach your dreams. You will never stand out to reach your goals. Because the person you are with is not actually helping you go forward, but is standing on you and telling you, you are not good at this. Don't dare do that, because it's bad. So please, please, please try to embrace what you are. Try to embrace your mistakes and know that you can work upon them. You can't stop mistakes from happening to your life. You can't stop them. And everybody makes mistakes. So don't try to feel like you hate yourself because you made a mistake. No. Mistakes are bound to happen. We can't avoid them. We don't have control over them. And everything happens for a reason. Those mistakes that we make build us. They build our confidence because they teach us and we learn from mistakes. Any person who has never made a mistake does not know what they are doing. It is only a person who wrongs at one time that knows what they are doing. So embrace yourself before you feel like someone else should love you. Love yourself. Understand your values. Know your standards. Be proud of who you are. Don't be ashamed of the mistakes that you have made in the past. They don't define you. They don't make you who you are. You know what I mean? That is the only way you're going to be loved. That is the only way you're going to feel loved. Now, anyone who is confident about who they are, people learn to appreciate you in that manner. If you accept who you are, someone will actually love you that way. So make this partner understand your weaknesses, your strengths. Tell this partner about your past, about things, the mistakes you made in the past, so that you don't have to feel insecure, so that you don't have to feel bad, so that you don't have to feel weird, so that you can know, okay, now he knows or she knows about it. And once they know about it, your heart is free. If your partner knows my girlfriend or my boyfriend doesn't like it when I go out with my friends, he will not do that. But if you keep quiet and don't let him know, how is he supposed to know? So he'll keep going out with his friends, and then you'll become insecure, start calling him all the time, quarrel and complain. And then, of course, stress is going to be coming in this relationship. That is what you have to know. Tell this person about your insecurities so that he can embrace you the way you are. Someone is not going to let you go because you have insecurities, because you have weaknesses, because you are quarrelsome. Tell them, sometimes I quarrel, sometimes I complain too much, sometimes I'm like this. And when you do that, they will know, okay, the demon is up now. And they will find a way of handling the situation. That is if they love you and they are real to you. Now, that one who is not real to you will, of course, let you go because of your insecurities, because of your weaknesses, and will judge you and blame you. That one, don't ever keep them. I gave you my points. Hope you learned something out of this. And if you did, please thumbs up, clap the bell, and subscribe for the next video. Thank you.